Yo, what's up, my YouTube and Instagram family? This your boy Roberto checking in with another video, guys. So I don't really talk about NASCAR. I'm not a big fan of NASCAR, but since all these protesting things been going on, the NASCAR driver Bubba Wallace, which is the only African American NASCAR driver, made a statement saying that NASCAR needed to ban the Confederate flag. And surprisingly, NASCAR took this into consideration, and they actually banned the Confederate flag from being brought to events, flown over events, used, because NASCAR is a predominantly white sport. But, people tend to say a lot of NASCAR fans are very racist. I don't watch NASCAR. I don't know. I know of a couple of drivers, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt, Jimmy Johnson, the ones I see all the time on SportsCenter. But people are saying, well, now it's been rumored that a noose was put in his basically his garage, his team's garage. If you guys don't know what a noose is the thing they used to hang when they used to lynch black people. That's what a noose is. That's what it is. The rope that they use to hang is called a noose. Someone put it in his garage, and this shows you exactly where we're at in 2020. People are still, very racist, and this is why we protest. A lot of people they try to act as if racism does not exist, and this is a clear example of racism existing, and it's really big out there. And I also do feel like, someone may have been paid to do this. Could have been somebody on his own team. Like, it's a lot of distractions that are going on, but this is just overstepping the line. I'm sick of seeing things like this, even in my own city, Jacksonville. Yesterday, maybe the day before yesterday, it was they had a little doll hanging from the expressway with the NYPD uniform on. Basically, the person that did it tried to make it seem as if, African Americans did it because it was an NYPD officer. I can tell you guys now that black people are not going to go around hanging anything because, one, it's a very emotional thing for us. Something that happened in history that touches us very dearly. So we're not going to go around. Some things we're just not going to do. And that's in this situation. That's what happened. And then, like I said, Bubba Wallace it's unfortunate somebody would do such a thing, but it happens. And they're very upset he had the Confederate flag. His statement ended up getting the Confederate flag banned. People don't like change, and people do not want to, admit that flag is a symbol of racism. And what a lot of people try to say, no, this was, they were fighting for the South wanted to keep slaves, and I'm not even gonna go into that. You guys know what it is. It's no point in me getting into that. Bubba Wallace should not be getting treated like that. No one should ever feel comfortable doing what they did, and this is a sign. This is a sign that we have a long way to go. Even when you feel like a change is coming about, things like this just make you wonder, like, how often do I see these people that are, racist or feeling some type of way? I really hope that the next generation of people, because I would at least thought my generation that I grew up with racism would be extinct once it would disappear at a certain age. But these people are raising their kids to not like black people, and they making a never-ending cycle. This should have been gone a long time ago, but unfortunately it's not gone. People are still disliking people just because of the color of their skin, which makes no sense at all. They're upset because the Confederate flag got banned, and you put a noose in there. This is a prime example of why it got banned, because people still, it shows it's a sign of racism. And the people that say, oh, we're not racist, look what happens when it gets banned. Look what the things people are doing. You mean to tell me you think it's okay for the Confederate flag to be around? Like, you don't think even though NASCAR is a predominantly white sport, you don't think things need to change? You don't think maybe NASCAR should take a different route? Maybe that'll help them gain another fan base. Maybe black people aren't comfortable going to NASCAR races because they feel as if, something may happen to them. And then things like this happen. That's very damaging. Like, that's very painful to him. I can only imagine what he's going through. Whoever did it, hopefully they find out whoever did it, and that person gets a ban from NASCAR, because that's very childish. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people within the sport of NASCAR that are comfortable with with what was done, they think it's okay. And I'm pretty sure there are those that are disappointed, upset, and disgusted. But this is the world we live in right now, where people think doing racist things is proving some kind of point. Yeah, the only point you're proving is that we are right about what we're saying about this Confederate flag and what's going on in America right now. It needs to be a change. We're gonna have a change, whether the leaders we have today do it or another leader does it. And this is exactly why I'm getting into politics, because I want to see a change, not just for black people, but for people all around the world, especially in the United States. The middle class and poor people here, we get treated like shit, and the rich, they make money off of us. We're pretty much the ones that pay for everything, while these elites and these people, billionaires, millionaires, are pretty much depending on us to put money in their pocket, but they don't care about us. Politicians are corrupt because they're allowing these rich people to bribe them into doing what they want, pass laws they want, give them tax breaks that we deserve. We're not getting a fair treatment, and it should be a change, and someone has to change. And I think it's time for a different type of look in the political world. We've been dealing with the same mess for hundreds of years. There's never really been no change. Nobody in there's really trying to make a change. They're tunnel vision. We have a whole bunch of old people that can't even relate to the generation now. They can't relate to us. They can't. And it's really time for some changes, and we're going to make sure we get some changes, guys. And I'm telling you guys, I'm going to run for a political position. I need you guys to back me up, and I need your support. And I'm going to do whatever I can to get a change for the people, not just people of color, but all people. I know it's crazy that middle class people, it should be no racist middle class people. Like, it doesn't make sense, because they look at us all as the same. They look at us the same. If I went to a Bill Gates and you went to Bill Gates, they're going to look at us both the same. They're going to be disgusted. But guess who's paying them? We are. They don't care about us. They have us out here fighting against each other, doing all this and that against each other, while they sit back and they laugh. They think it's funny. No, guys, we're going to get a change. I'm going to help with that change. My thoughts and prayers go out to Bubba Wallace. I hope he doesn't deal with a lot when the season starts. But it's very unfair, and I feel like he's going to be mistreated. And I just don't like it. And I know it's a lot of people in the NASCAR world that's backing him up, and I love that. But those that aren't, we got to get them out of there. Maybe this is the change NASCAR needs. Maybe this will bring in, those undercover fans that are black that like NASCAR, but they're scared to say it because, they feel as if, something may happen to them, or can't go to a game because they feel a race because they feel like it's a lot of racism. Something may happen. They can't take their kids. It shouldn't be that type of fear. It shouldn't. But this is the world we live in. We're gonna have a change, guys. Whether it's through somebody right now, or whether it's